there any questions from the audience for him before I give you a chance to actually say something that maybe he can answer? That okay, Mark.
I got one point. He joined my field at the backside, but I only done a program. I got folks over there working. And if you hear shooting, what you gonna do if you over there trying to work? Join in the fence now. You tell me what you gonna do if you got people in there working. It's gonna put me out of business.
Well, sir, what I would recommend at that
You don't recommend for this slavery.
No, sir. I would recommend that you educate your employees that there's a virus.
Yes, sir.
Sir, these individuals that you said you want to be trained are current military members, right?
Yes, sir.
Current federal employees?
Federal, state, and local employees, yes, sir.
And that's law enforcement, right?
That's correct.
And the government is, you don't have this contract yet, right?
We do not have a contract yet.
So it's not going to be current military, because you have not obtained a contract yet, right?
When we obtain a contract, it'll be, the contracts that we're currently soliciting are for active duty military personnel. Specialized units, the primary one is for the United States Air Force, but there possibly could be some from the Navy, Army, and Marines.
Okay, I am a current service member, U.S. Army. I was 101st Division. We do not send our troops to train with private security companies. That's why we have 15 million installations throughout the United States and throughout the world. We train our own people. We do not bring in contractors to train us. We do it ourselves. It is service members who train service members. So the statement when you made that it will be maybe the Air Force, because you haven't got that contract yet, so you don't really know.
That's
so
correct.
Right, you're here asking, and you're here telling these people that it will be military members. May know it may not be military members. My next question is, for these people that you're bringing in, security is an issue. That's the biggest issue. That's a big concern. Who will do the background checks on these individuals?
So the individuals that are being brought in are being sent by either their military organization or their local, state, or federal law enforcement organization.
Okay, so you're telling me that the Secret Service will send you their people to train?
I don't know if the Secret Service would send anyone.
How about FBI?
Sir?
How about FBI?
I don't know if the FBI, we don't have a contract with the Secret Service or the FBI.
So in other words, then, nobody. Because once again, let me tell you, I'm a chief investigator here. I'm stationed here in Albany. I work for the Marine Corps as a civilian.
Yes, sir.
Even though I'm a service member, I am not allowed to train their service members. Once again, we do not go outside to get training from private individuals. Once again, the government trains us. You have Flexi here in Georgia, which is over in Brunswick, Georgia. We also go down to New Mexico, Anastasia. This is federal what I'm talking about. Federal agents.
Yes, sir.
We do not contract private companies to train us. We do it ourselves. It's called GS employees.
I'm very familiar.
Yes, sir. So basically, the information that you just came here and gave all these people is not true.
No, sir, that's incorrect. There are many specialized units from the United States military.
Can you please tell me who these specialized units are?
One of the contracts that we are exploring right now is with the Air Force Security Forces out of Eglin Air Force Base and Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida.
Okay, so you're trying to get the black security forces. Black, which is a base.
That's correct.
Right. I'm an MP in the military, so I know who we train.
Yes, sir.
We train the Marines, we train the Navy, we train the Air Force, and we train the Army.
Yes, sir.
We all go to Fort Leonard. Just so everybody knows, Fort Leonard is in Missouri. It's MP Schoolhouse. This is where we train. Basic trainees all the way up until Sergeant Major. We do not send people. Listen to what I tell you. We do not send people to private organizations to be trained on these caliber weapons that you named. We use 9mm. We use M4s. We use M16s. We use 249 saws. We use 50 cals. We use 240 Bravos. We use Mark 19s. These ranges that he is asking to be set up for is not equipped to handle those weapons. Maybe a 9mm.
Sir, an M4 fires a 223 Remington caliber, just like a Remington Model 700 sniper rifle. I'm very familiar with what side by side with General David Phillips, who is the commandant of the MP school there. If you would like to contact General Phillips. And
No, sir, I don't even contact them because I just come back from it. So that's
I'm just letting you know that the information that you're giving is also incorrect about military contracting with private companies to do training.
okay. Well, one last thing. Before I came to this, because I found out about this a couple weeks ago, I did my research. I reached out to my other federal counterparts to get information on these individuals. Once again, and just for everybody to know, we are cutting back. As when I say we, the government, we are cutting back on contractors. What he's trying to set up is another Blackboard. Everybody's heard of Blackboard, right? We all heard what they've done in Iraq and Afghanistan, right? Their contract has been dissolved, sir. It's been dissolved. So you're trying to step in and fill that void. Once again, we're not using contractors in Iraq and Afghanistan. We're using service members in Iraq and Afghanistan. The government has cut out the private organization because of Blackboard.
Part of what you're saying is correct, and part of it is incorrect.
So
I just came home from Iraq on July 31st after being there 49 months. I was a contractor working with the military for the United States Department of Justice and Department of State. There are subject matter experts that are still utilized in Iraq and Afghanistan. The military never utilized Blackwater. The military utilized their own personnel for transport. However, they do contract different PSD, private security details, to protect their commanding generals that are not military personnel. The Department of State is the company that Blackwater worked for, and you're right, they have hired Blackwater. We are not looking to be Blackwater.
No, let me correct you, sir. When you say private security for our generals, once again, service members does that. Because I was one of them. I did it in Afghanistan for General Ward, who was now the AFCON commander. So, once again, we do not contract civilians to come in and protect our generals. Service members does it. We does it. We go to Fort Leonard Wood for training for PSD, just like we can go to Flexi as a civilian, federal agent. We do not go to Blackwater, to Special Operations Center, or, I'm sorry, Special Operations Services, for training. That is not what we go for training, sir.
Okay.
And what I want you to tell the board is that the people that you're going to bring in to train, because you don't even know who these people are yet.
Sir, the only thing I can respond to you is I don't know who we're bringing in yet because we haven't got a contract. The only contract that we are looking for are with military organizations and federal, state, and local law enforcement. We're not looking to train militia groups or anyone else. We're only looking to train those personnel that protect the United States of America.